Love curry, but hate the long prep time? What if I were to tell you, you can whip up a flavorful curry without grinding any spices or chopping any tomatoes? With a few clever substitutes, you can save a ton of time and effort. Stick around and I'll show you all the shortcuts that are so good, your family won't even notice the difference. Here is what you need. Chicken, of course. This is boneless chicken thighs. But you can also use chicken breast if you prefer. Onions, garlic, ginger, tomato puree. You can also use tomato paste if you have that instead. Curry powder, salt, black pepper, yogurt. But you can also use coconut milk or coconut cream. Garam masala, coriander. Let's start with the chicken. Cut the chicken into about 1-inch bite-sized pieces. You can leave the skin on or off. I'm leaving it on. Marinate the chicken with soy sauce and corn flour. Dice the onions into a small dice. Grate the garlic and ginger. You can grate the garlic and ginger onto the same plate as we will be using them together. Be careful, do not grate the whole garlic or ginger. Always remember, you can buy more garlic, but you cannot buy more fingers. Chop up the coriander leaves. To cook, heat up your pan over a medium heat. When the pan is hot, add in the oil. And when the oil is hot, add in your chopped onions. Add a little salt to your onions. The salt will draw out the moisture from the onions, which will make it cook faster, more evenly, and develop the flavor. Saute the onions till they are golden brown. Add in the ginger and garlic. Stir and cook this for about 1 to 2 minutes. Then add in the curry powder. This is a pre-made curry powder that you can buy from the supermarkets. Instead of grinding and pounding your own curry paste, use pre-made curry powder instead. It will save you a lot of time and effort. There are lots of different types and brands of curry powder. Just pick one that you like. I'm using one that says it's made for curry chicken. Cook this for about 20 or 30 seconds. Let the heat bring out the aroma of the curry powder spices. The curry powder burns very easily, so keep a close eye on it and get ready to take the pan off the heat should it start to burn. Add in the chicken. Salt, black pepper, cook the chicken till it turns white on the outside. Okay, so it looks more yellow than white. That's because of the turmeric from the curry powder. Add in the tomato puree, and some water to stain it out. You can use tomato paste here, but add more water into the pan together with the tomato paste. There should be enough liquid in the pan to cover most of the ingredients. Cover and let it cook for about 4 to 5 minutes. Give it the occasional stir just to ensure that the bottom does not burn. Also, add more water into the pan should the curry dry up. After boiling for a few minutes, add in your yogurt. The yogurt will give it some richness and a bit of tang. But you can also use coconut milk or coconut cream here instead. Generally speaking, North Indian curries use yogurt, while South Indian curries would use coconut milk instead. There is a very broad definition for curry. It varies from region to region and from household to household. So, feel free to make any changes you like. There's no right or wrong here. Just cater to your own taste buds. Next, add in a few pinches of garam masala. This is optional, but I find that it gives the curry an extra layer of flavor. Like the curry powder, just use a good quality store-bought garam masala. Or you can leave it out altogether. Let all this come to a boil, then let it simmer uncovered till the curry has reduced a little and has thickened. Taste and adjust for seasoning. Sprinkle some chopped coriander on top. And there you have it, a quick and easy curry that's big on flavor and light on prep time. Give it a try and let me know how it turned out for you. If you enjoyed this recipe, don't forget to give it a like and share it with someone who loves curry. Hit that like and subscribe button so that you don't miss more quick and easy meals like this. And check out all these videos for more family-friendly dinner inspirations. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.